I'm so tired of micromanaging. How do I train, manage, and lead? I can't find time to be visionary. Head down in the weeds.
3 principles for making your goals inevitable. Let's talk about goals, real ones, not the kind you write down in January and quietly or maybe abusively abandon in March. I'm talking about goals that actually happen. After working with thousands of law firm leaders, here's what I know for sure as an entrepreneur myself and leading my own team and teams over the past 28 years. Goals don't fail because people aren't capable. Goals don't fail because people don't care. They fail because they're optional. They land like a hope or a dream or a wish. So today I wanted to give you 3 principles that make goals inevitable. Not hopeful, not aspirational, not all dreamy, but unavoidable. Principle 1, failing has to hurt more than doing the work. If there's no consequence to missing the goal, your brain will always choose comfort. Your brain will feed you reasons and excuses why it wasn't the right goal. We weren't ready for it. It was too hard. In law firms, I see this all the time. We'll fix intake later. We'll document systems when things slow down. We'll fix closing files later because it's not the biggest pain point right now. We'll stop overworking when we hire one more person. We'll schedule that strategic retreat when we have time. There's no penalty for delay. So the delay wins every single time. When I work with firms, we intentionally create high stakes, real stakes, painful stakes that will hurt. If we miss the implementation deadline, revenue projections don't count. If we skip ownership conversations, finance meetings, projection meetings, leadership doesn't get leverage. Avoid the hard hire or the hard fire, then you keep carrying the load. That hurts. So we have the conversations, the real raw conversations that the discomfort of staying stuck absolutely hurts and outweighs the discomfort of change. If failing doesn't cost you something meaningful, time, money, energy, your sanity, your sleep, your family, your workouts, you made it easy to stay exactly where you are. Principle number 2, the right reward makes you believe anything is possible. Most goals fail because the reward is vague. They're laced with feelings. How will you feel when this is accomplished? How many of you ever heard that question from coaches? Oh, I'll feel more freedom, less stress, better balance. That is not motivating, and it's a bunch of crap. It's very abstract. What works is something so specific, tangible, and it is emotionally charged. It's not a feeling because you know the pain of staying the same hurts more. For many law firm leaders, this may start and look like a real vacation where nothing breaks and you are in a quarantine box and no one can run to you. A firm runs without you. You're not checking Slack at night. Your email app is deleted off your phone. The revenue milestones are already projected and you already have proof of concept. But here's the key. You have to treat the reward as it is real before it even arrives. You're scheduling the trip, you're blocking the calendar, you're booking the flights. You have high stakes. You're not getting your money back if this doesn't occur. You're going to eat it. You design the future because you expect to win. When the reward feels real, the excuses, the reasons stop sounding reasonable. We have a motto when we set goals in LFAB that I always say, we can, we will, watch us. I had Maggie, my senior account manager, have a goal, and I made her create a goal of what she wanted. She has 4 kids, and she wanted this coming April to go on vacation with her boyfriend. I think it's in St. Thomas or something, whatever, all inclusive. Told her to get all the figures, all the fees, what have you. We gamification, if you've worked with me, you know I'm a huge fan of gamification, having fun and creating incentives and goals that are attached to that are scary. And we created that for her. I said, here's the deal. You have to put the down payment on. I don't know how much it was, pretty insignificant for me, but for her, it hurt. It has to hurt. So I said, put the down payment. I think this was in September, October, somewhere along the line of Q4 2025. Put the down payment down and book the flights. I'm going to pay for the entire trip, the all-inclusive, I don't know, tune of $6,000 or whatever it was. But you have to reach the goal. If she did not reach the goal, it was absolutely attainable with intentionality and focus. You're out the down payment and you're out the airline tickets, which were the lowest part of the cost. You get the deal. There has to be high stakes when you are setting this. You have to believe it as if it is happening. We can and we will. Watch us. If you're an LFAB, you know anytime we set a goal, if it's revenue, conversions, what have you, we do silly math. We always back into how it's going to occur and how we can get there. So often people are like, oh my God, I had this goal to double my revenue or to lose 100 pounds or what have you. If I only cut calories and I walk 10 minutes more a day and I drink whatever it is, the plan looks so simple. Not simple, maybe, but achievable. But then we give up on it, right? So we're not going to give up on it. Principle number 3, the biggest goals are never achieved alone. This one, I think, is the most important. This is where most leaders sabotage themselves. They keep their goals private because no one knows. Their goals are communicated in a way of a wish or a dream, so we can't fail. But private goals are optional goals. Public goals create ownership and accountability. When law firm leaders share goals with their team, not just revenue targets, not just with their business code, but where it is walking, talking, behaving in operational goals, something absolutely powerful happens. People step up, ideas surface, support shows up. Accountability doesn't feel like pressure, but it's about alignment, especially when it's consistent, persistent each week. When your team knows where you're going, they can help you get there. And when leadership stops carrying everything alone, momentum accelerates. Scaling occurs. Because here's the bottom line. Goals don't become inevitable through motivation. They become inevitable through stakes, structure, and shared ownership plus accountability. If your goals keep slipping, it's not because you're failing. It's not because you don't care enough. It's not because you're not smart enough. It definitely is not because of lack of strategy. It definitely is not because you don't know how to do it. It's because you haven't made success non-negotiable yet. And that is a design issue, not a discipline problem. So often people beat themselves up after we didn't make it. We weren't disciplined enough. We weren't intentional enough. We were not clear enough. Maybe so, maybe not. But when the stakes are not high, when it doesn't hurt enough, when it doesn't force you out of your comfort trap, it is not a zone. A zone, you know what a zone is when you're a peak performer and training for a marathon or whatever. It's a trap because the stakes are not high enough. We're trying to do it alone. And it is never, ever because you don't have the strategic plan. So often I will hear from firms around what happened when they did not reach their goals before they start working with me or before they put their team in law firm admin boot camp, because any of our boot campers, as they call themselves, when your attorney gives you authority, permission, and the responsibility to become the production cop, to be the goal cop, nobody's losing on my watch, on their watch. That's for damn sure. So get really clear with yourself this year. It could be that you have too many goals. It could be that you are not clear on your critical constraints. You're not clear on that one thing that needs to occur that can open up floodgates for all these other ancillary goals. Do not go it alone. Share it with your team. You might not be comfortable sharing revenue numbers with them or profit margins. There are so many creative ways to share this. Number of hires, number to book consult. There are ways. So go the calendar, so go cash flow. But don't hide out and just making it about revenue goals. So often I see that where it's all about the money, all about the revenue, but we're not clear of where we're getting stuck and bottleneck to get to revenue. The reason we can't have hit revenue goals consistently year after year is because we have the wrong goal. We have the wrong measuring stick, but the strategic byproduct and the win of the right goal is absolutely positively more revenue. No more suffering in silence. Book a call with us. Get your team on the wait list for Law Firm Admin Bootcamp, share your goals with me. I want to hear from you. Send me an email. Share with me who your accountability partners on your team are for this and what structure you have to hold you accountable, to anchor to this silly math. And if I'm speaking voodoo and you don't understand what that means, let's get on a clarity call. Let's map it out. But here's my one request. Do not come alone. Do not come and bitch about your team. Do not come with your reasons and excuses on why this won't work. My very first mentor, and if you've been hanging with us, you've heard me say this a billion times. Your reasons and your excuses are the cemetery for your dreams. I want you to show up with a critical team member. If you do not have a critical team member, that's okay. Then you have permission to show up alone. But you better bet your bottom dollar that we're going to work on getting you an accountability coach, accountability cop that is not going to be a cheerleader, that is going to stretch you out of that comfort trap. All right, until next time, no suffering in silence, and continue being a legal leader, empowering, creating, leading legal leaders.
Control freak, it's what my staff thinks. They may be right, because this treadmill of dread running through my head keeps me up at night. I'm so tired of micromanaging. How do I train, manage, and lead? I can't find time to be visionary, head down in the weeds. We're gonna tighten up this operation. We're gonna build a strong foundation. No more chaos and confusion. We'll build a team that brings solutions. I see what could be, and I can't wait. Law Firm Admin Bootcamp is the way. We're signing up today. Law Firm Admin Bootcamp is the way.